The vaccine makes it to Ontario. The United States makes President Joe Biden official. And will Santa's sleigh bells be ringing this year? We cover this and more in this week's Pfuk News. Hey, everyone. Welcome once again to another episode of Pfuk News. I'm your host, AJ, and again, we'll be covering some of this week's world headlines as well as some really local news. It's been over a month now since the U.S. election, and this past week it was made official with Joe Biden being rewarded with 306 electoral college votes. He is now the 46th president of the United States. 306 electoral college votes, that's pretty good. It was also the number of times the man coughed on camera. Despite all of this, President Trump and his team are still not fully accepting of the results. He is as persistent as those duct cleaners who call me on my cell phone.
Call me on my cell phone. How many square feet is your house?
There are two vaccines that are the focal point right now, and that is the Pfizer and the Moderna vaccines. The Pfizer vaccine requires 2 shots and also requires being stored in temperatures below 0. The Ontario government was wondering where they were going to store these Pfizer vaccines when they could have just stored them with my ex-girlfriend's cold heart. There was still a lot of reluctance and controversy around the Pfizer vaccine, but the real question remains, why is Pfizer spelt with a P? The first Pfizer vaccine was delivered in Ontario this week to a Filipino woman who was a personal support worker. This was monumental for Filipino Canadians everywhere because this was the first time that they've used anything other than Vicks VapoRub to cure an illness. Christmas is under a week away, and it's an understatement to say everything is a little different this year. Virtual visits and social distance visits were among some of the options that Santa Clauses everywhere decided to do this year. In related news, strip clubs are also closed, so there's a lot less ho-ho-hos happening this year. And that's all I got for world news this week. Let's move on to really local news. Local fitness enthusiast Nicole and her business She Strikes Fitness just finished off a 12-day program where she took her clients through 12 days of fun and engaging exercises. They finished just in time for Christmas because now they can go through 12 days of pure gluttony. Nurse Nika, with her business Inject Her, closed down for the holiday season, but truly I think it was because she had to go celebrate Rhonda's birth month. Make sure to add Nika's business Inject Her on your Instagram so that next time she opens up, you can get that action with the injection. And now it's time for the dad joke of the week. Hey Alexis, why are Saturday and Sunday the strongest? Because all the rest are weekdays. Yeah, that was pretty weak. You know, as a Generation X father of 2, I feel I'm getting a little out of touch with what's cool and groovy. So let's go to our millennial correspondent, my niece, Madison Rain. Maddie, what you got to teach us? What's the new lingo on the streets?
Today we're going to be learning about the word sus. S-U-S. Sus. Giving the impression that something is questionable or dishonest, aka suspicious. That's the word that this stands for. Suspicious.
Whoa, that's sus.
Good. It was made most popular in the game Among Us. Hopefully you've heard of it. Say sus and you will blend in with the cool kids. You'll feel less old, okay? Now back to you, Uncle Anthony.
Thank you, girl. And now, for the first time on Pfuk News, we got a musical guest. We're gonna bring it over to notorious Pat Adam. Hey. And that's all the time we have. I want to thank the people who let me feature them this week on Pfuk News, and thank you for tuning in. My name is AJ, and I'm going to pack it up for 2020, so I hope you all enjoy your Christmas holidays, and I'll see you in 2021. Until then, stay vocal and support local. Bye. I'm just going to practice. Anyway, the vaccine is in Ontario. The vaccine, what is this supposed to do? That's not doing anything.
It's concealer. It conceals your dark circles.
It conceals my heterosexuality. Don't make me look like Paul James.
Who's that?
James Charles? Or Bretman Rock. Good motherfucking morning, bitch. President
Wait,
Joe
wait,
Biden
wait.
is officially elected.
Don't post this.
I can't go on air like this.
I need to blend it.
My line.
Okay, close your eyes.
The vaccine is in Ontario. Nope. I'm going au naturel. On a serious tip, the businesses that I've shouted out on the last couple episodes and will continue to shout out were owned by visible minorities or by Black owners. And I still feel going into 2021 that we need to continue to support our Black communities and lift one another up. I'm not an activist in any way, but I still think that action still needs to continue. And lifting up means sharing a video, liking a product, buying a product, just talking about it with somebody. So let's continue to be awesome and we can all continue to blossom.